Let me tell you something this year. This moment is not just another chapter in your life. It's the year you decide to rewrite the whole story. No more waiting for the perfect time. No more excuses. No more shortcuts. You've got dreams, you've got potential, and you've got 365 days ahead of you. What are you going to do with them? Every single day is a brick in the foundation of your greatness. It's not about making giant leaps every time. It's about showing up. Showing up when you're tired. Showing up when no one is watching. Showing up when it's raining, when it's hard, when you don't feel like it, because guess what? That's when champions are made. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care if it's Monday or Friday or a holiday. Discipline asks only one question: did you do what you said you were going to do? And let me tell you, that answer determines everything. When you commit to no days off, you're not saying you won't rest. You're saying that even your rest has purpose. You're saying that every action you take, big or small, is moving you closer to the life you've envisioned. Because the truth is, consistency beats intensity every single time. You're going to face setbacks. Oh, they're coming. Doubt is going to whisper in your ear. Distractions are going to beg for your attention. But you've got something stronger. You've got grit. You've got vision. You've got a fire inside you that refuses to be extinguished. And every time you show up, you're building momentum. Momentum is a force of nature. It's what turns small wins into unstoppable victories. You don't need to win the whole game in a day. You just need to win the day. Every single day. But let's be clear, this isn't easy. It requires sacrifice. Sacrificing the comfort of today for the rewards of tomorrow. It's trading in the temporary for the timeless. It's choosing the pain of growth over the pain of regret. So lock in your focus. Guard your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Cut out what doesn't serve your goals and double down on what does. Sharpen your mind. Strengthen your body. These are your tools, and they need to be in peak condition for the battles ahead. Every day is a gift, but it's also a responsibility. How you use it is up to you. You're not just working for today, you're building a legacy. One day people will look at what you've done and say, that's someone who didn't just live, they left a mark. So rise up, no days off. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Excellence isn't something you stumble upon. It's not handed to you, and it's certainly not reserved for a select few. Excellence is a decision. It's a standard you set for yourself, a commitment to showing up every day with your absolute best, no matter the circumstances. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity because you know you were made for more. It starts with a mindset. Excellence isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become in the process. It's the way you approach every task, big or small, with intention and pride. Whether it's your career, relationships, health, or personal growth, excellence means showing up with the attitude that says, I will give it everything I've got. It's understanding that every detail matters, every effort counts, and every day is an opportunity to level up. And let's be real, committing to excellence isn't easy. There will be days when you feel like cutting corners, when no one's watching, and it seems like no one will notice. But here's the truth you will notice. Excellence isn't about external validation. It's about the internal dialogue you have with yourself. It's about knowing that you're holding yourself to the highest standard, because that's the only way to achieve greatness. Excellence requires discipline, and discipline isn't glamorous. It's waking up earlier than you want to. It's saying no to distractions and yes to the hard work. It's pushing through discomfort because you know the pain of effort is temporary, but the pride of accomplishment is permanent. Every action, every choice is a vote for the person you're becoming. When you commit to excellence, you're not just chasing results, you're creating a habit, a lifestyle. You're building trust in yourself, knowing that you can rely on your own word. Excellence is the compound interest of daily, deliberate effort. Over time, it turns ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. So make the decision. Hold yourself accountable. Raise your standards and keep them high. Excellence isn't a destination, it's a way of life. And it starts right here, right now. The grind is where greatness is forged. It's not glamorous and it's rarely celebrated. The grind is where the real work happens, away from the spotlight, when no one else sees what you're doing. It's the hours spent honing your craft, the sacrifices you make, and the relentless pursuit of something bigger than yourself. If you want success real, lasting success, you have to learn to love the grind. The grind isn't just a means to an end, it's the process that shapes you. It's where you build resilience, discipline, and strength. When you embrace the grind, you're telling the world that you're willing to do what others won't, so you can have what others can't. You're stepping into the arena and proving to yourself that you have what it takes to keep going, even when it's hard. Because let's face it, the grind is hard. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It's putting in the extra reps when your body screams to stop. It's staying focused when distractions pull at you from every direction. But this is where the magic happens. Every time you push through the discomfort, you're getting stronger. Every time you show up, you're reinforcing the belief that you can handle whatever life throws at you. The grind separates the dreamers from the doers. Dreams are easy, everyone has them. But the grind is where those dreams are tested. Do you want it bad enough to do the hard stuff? Are you willing to put in the hours, face the setbacks, and keep going when the results don't come as quickly as you'd like? Because that's what it takes. When you embrace the grind, you're choosing growth over comfort. You're saying yes to the challenges, yes to the struggle, because you know that every step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. The grind teaches you patience, perseverance, and the power of consistent effort. It's not just about reaching the finish line, it's about becoming the person who can. The grind isn't your enemy, it's your greatest ally. It's not something you endure, it's something you own. So dive into it, own every moment, and let it transform you. Motivation is fleeting. It's that spark of energy you feel after watching an inspiring video, hearing an uplifting speech, or imagining the future you want. But here's the truth: motivation alone won't carry you through. It fades, it's unreliable. And when the excitement wears off, what's left? Discipline. Discipline. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who do. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, uninspired, or overwhelmed. Discipline is the voice inside you that says, get up and do it anyway. It's the system you put in place to ensure you show up day in and day out, no matter what. Because success doesn't come from doing the work when you feel like it comes from doing the work, period. Motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you going. It's the habits you build, the routines you follow, and the promises you keep to yourself. Discipline is about creating a structure that makes action automatic. It's about eliminating the decision-making process and replacing it with a commitment to consistency. When you have discipline, you don't rely on external factors to push you forward. You rely on yourself. Think about the most successful people in any field. Do you think they always feel motivated? Of course not. They have days when they don't want to show up, just like you. But what sets them apart is their discipline. They've trained themselves to push through, to keep moving, to do the work whether they feel like it or not. Discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows stronger with use. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you're reinforcing your ability to stick to your commitments. You're proving to yourself that you're in control, not your emotions or circumstances. When you rely on discipline, you create momentum. That momentum leads to progress, and progress fuels your purpose. It's a cycle of growth that starts with one simple decision to act, no matter what. Discipline isn't just a tool, it's a superpower. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Setbacks are inevitable. Life doesn't care about your plans, your timeline, or how badly you want something. Challenges will come, obstacles will arise, and failures will happen. But here's the secret: setbacks aren't the end of the road, they're the beginning of a new path. They're not barriers, they're stepping stones if you choose to see them that way. Every setback carries a lesson, a hidden opportunity to grow, adapt, and become stronger. The question isn't whether you'll face challenges, it's how you'll respond when they show up. Will you let them define you, or will you use them to refine you? The most successful people in the world didn't get there because they avoided failure. They got there because they embraced it, learned from it, and let it propel them forward. When something goes wrong, you have two choices: dwell on the loss or focus on the lesson. Dwelling keeps you stuck, learning sets you free. Every mistake you make, every plan that falls apart, every door that closes, it's all feedback. It's life's way of saying there's another way. Find it, and when you approach setbacks with that mindset, they stop being obstacles and start becoming opportunities. Think about it: the strongest muscles are built through resistance. The same is true for your mind, your character, and your resilience. Setbacks test you, yes, but they also strengthen you. They teach you what you're made of and show you that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. Setbacks also force you to get creative. They make you think outside the box, dig deeper, and find solutions you didn't know you had. They reveal new paths you never would have considered if everything had gone smoothly. They're not detours, they're redirections, guiding you towards something even better. So don't fear setbacks, embrace them. Face them head on and ask yourself, what can I learn? How can I grow? How can I use this to fuel my journey? Because every time you turn a setback into a stepping stone, you're moving closer to your ultimate vision. You're proving that nothing, not failure, not obstacles, not even life itself can stop you. Your mindset shapes your reality. If you believe there's not enough time, enough resources, enough opportunities, you'll live a life of limitation. But when you adopt a mindset of abundance, everything changes. You stop seeing the world through the lens of scarcity and start seeing it as a place overflowing with potential possibilities and opportunities waiting to be seized. An abundant mindset isn't just positive thinking, it's a powerful shift in how you view the world and your place in it. It's understanding that there's more than enough success to go around, more than enough love, more than enough wealth, more than enough opportunity. When you embrace abundance, you move from competition to creation. You're no longer worried about what others are doing or what you might lose. Instead, you're focused on what you can build, contribute, and achieve. But let's be real, adopting an abundant mindset takes work. We've all been conditioned to think in terms of limits. We're told to be realistic, to play it safe, to fear failure, and hold tight to what we have. That scarcity mentality keeps you small, stuck, and afraid. The shift to abundance begins when you challenge those beliefs and replace them with the understanding that growth is infinite, and so is your potential. An abundant mindset allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about recognizing that even in the face of challenges, there's always a way forward. It's about focusing on solutions instead of problems, on gratitude instead of lack. Gratitude is the fuel for abundance. When you're thankful for what you have, you attract more of it. Abundance doesn't mean waiting for the universe to drop things into your lap. It means taking action, knowing that the resources, connections, and opportunities you need will appear when you align your efforts with your vision. It's about living with a sense of certainty that the best is yet to come. When you live with an abundant mindset, you don't just create a better life for yourself, you inspire others to rise, to share, and to grow. Abundance isn't just what you have, it's who you become. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in your life. It's the invisible energy that turns small, consistent actions into massive breakthroughs. It's what takes you from feeling stuck to unstoppable. Once you harness the power of momentum, everything changes, because momentum doesn't just carry you forward, it propels you with a force far greater than the effort you're putting in today. But here's the thing, momentum doesn't create itself. It starts with action, even if that action feels small or insignificant. It's making the decision to take one step and then another and another. Those first steps might feel slow, even difficult. It's like pushing a heavy boulder uphill at first. But with every push, you build strength. With every step, you're creating movement. And eventually that boulder reaches the peak. That's when the magic happens. It starts rolling on its own, faster and faster, building unstoppable force. Momentum thrives on consistency. It doesn't matter if your actions are perfect. What matters is that you keep showing up. The small wins you create each day compound over time, transforming into extraordinary results. A single act of progress today, no matter how minor, is a victory that fuels the next one. It's not about waiting for a breakthrough, it's about creating one through relentless forward motion. The key to momentum is not stopping. Challenges will try to slow you down, distractions will tempt you to pause, and doubt will whisper that your effort isn't enough. But every time you push through, every time you refuse to quit, you're feeding the momentum. You're proving to yourself that you have what it takes to keep moving, even when the path is tough. Momentum is your ally because it creates energy and confidence. The more progress you make, the more capable you feel, and the more motivated you become. Success breeds success. With momentum on your side, even the biggest goals start to feel within reach. You're no longer climbing the mountain, you're riding the wave. And that wave has the power to carry you farther than you ever imagined. Greatness doesn't come without sacrifice. The life you want, the dreams you have, the legacy you're building, it all comes at a price. Sacrifice isn't about giving something up just for the sake of it. It's about making intentional choices to trade temporary comfort for long-term fulfillment. It's understanding that what you're letting go of today is nothing compared to what you'll gain tomorrow. We live in a world of instant gratification. Everywhere you look, there's something promising: quick fixes, easy results, or shortcuts to success. But the truth is, nothing worth having comes without effort, patience, and sacrifice. Success demands that you let go of distractions, excuses, and even some comforts to make space for what truly matters. It's about choosing the harder right over the easier wrong, time and time again. Sacrifice requires clarity. You must know what you're working toward and why it matters. When you have a clear vision of your future, it becomes easier to make the tough choices. Saying no to a night out, waking up before the sun, putting in the extra hours, it's not sacrifice for the sake of suffering, it's sacrifice with purpose. It's the commitment to a future so compelling that it's worth every ounce of effort. The beauty of sacrifice is that it transforms you. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, effort over ease, you're not just building a better tomorrow, you're building a stronger you. You're proving to yourself that you can prioritize what's important over what's immediate. You're showing yourself that you have the power to delay gratification, knowing that the rewards will be worth it. Sacrifice isn't about loss, it's about gain. It's about realizing that the time, energy, and focus you invest today are seeds planted for tomorrow's harvest. The sacrifices you make now aren't just costs, they're investments in your future self, your dreams, and the life you're creating. When you're willing to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow, you're telling the world and yourself that you're all in, that you're ready to do whatever it takes, no matter how hard, because you know the prize is worth the price. Focus and clarity are the foundation of achievement. Without them, even the most powerful intentions crumble under the weight of distractions and doubt. In today's fast-paced world, where everything competes for your attention, mastering focus and gaining clarity isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity. It's the difference between aimlessly wandering through life and charging toward your goals with purpose and precision. Focus is about energy. Whatever you give your attention to, you give your power to. If your energy is scattered, pulled in a dozen directions by social media, emails, and endless to-do lists, you dilute your effectiveness. But when you focus, when you zero in on the task at hand, you channel all your energy into one point. It's like sunlight through a magnifying glass. It becomes a force capable of igniting extraordinary results. Clarity is your compass. It's knowing exactly what you want and why it matters. Without clarity, even the most focused effort can lead you in the wrong direction. Clarity gives you the ability to filter out what's noise and lock in on what's essential. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. When you're clear on your priorities, decisions become simpler, actions become sharper, and your progress accelerates. Together, focus and clarity create unstoppable momentum. They allow you to cut through the chaos and align your actions with your goals. But here's the challenge: clarity doesn't come by accident, and focus isn't automatic. You have to create them. Clarity comes from reflection, from asking yourself the hard questions: what do I truly want? What am I willing to work for? What will I sacrifice to get there? Focus comes from discipline, from setting boundaries and eliminating the distractions that drain your energy. Focus and clarity are skills you can sharpen every day. Start small, eliminate one distraction, define one goal, take one step. And as you do, you'll notice something incredible. The fog lifts, the path becomes clear, and every action you take starts to align with the life you're building. With focus and clarity, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Resilience is your power source, the inner strength that allows you to keep going when others quit. It's not just about bouncing back from setbacks, it's about bouncing forward, using every challenge as fuel to become stronger, sharper, and more unstoppable. Physical and mental resilience go hand in hand, creating a foundation that supports every goal, every dream, and every step you take toward greatness. Physical resilience is your body's ability to endure, adapt, and thrive under pressure. It's not about looking a certain way, it's about building the energy and strength to power through life's demands. Your body is your vehicle, and just like any high-performance machine, it needs care, conditioning, and consistency. Exercise, nutrition, rest, these aren't luxuries, they're necessities. They're the practices that fortify your body so you can face life's challenges head-on. When your body is strong, you feel unstoppable. You can push harder, go longer, and show up every single day with the energy to perform at your best. Mental resilience is just as critical. It's your ability to stay calm in the chaos, to stay focused in the face of doubt, and to persevere when the odds are stacked against you. Life will test you, it always does. Stress, setbacks, and uncertainty are inevitable, but resilience isn't about avoiding the storm, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. It's about developing the mindset that says, I can handle this. Building resilience requires practice. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and leaning into the challenges that scare you. Each time you do, you're teaching your mind and body that you're capable of more than you thought. You're creating a feedback loop of strength and confidence. Physical and mental resilience fuel each other. A strong body supports a strong mind, and a resilient mind empowers you to push your body further. Together, they create a force within you that can't be shaken. When you're resilient, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're proving to yourself and the world that nothing can break you because you're built to endure and built to win. Legacy and purpose are the driving forces that give your life meaning. Without them, you might go through the motions, achieve things, and tick off boxes, but it will always feel like something's missing. When you live with a sense of purpose, everything changes. Every action, every decision, every moment becomes an investment in something far greater than yourself. It becomes a contribution, a way of shaping the world and leaving something behind that lasts long after you're gone. Purpose is what fuels your passion. It's the reason you get up in the morning and keep going when things get tough. When you have a clear purpose, challenges aren't roadblocks, they're opportunities to rise, to prove to yourself and others that you can face anything because you're driven by something bigger than momentary discomfort. Purpose makes the journey worth it. Without it, the destination seems hollow, no matter how far you go or how much you accomplish. Your legacy is the mark you leave on this world. It's not measured by the wealth you accumulate or the accolades you collect, but by the lives you touch, the impact you make, and the values you instill in others. A legacy is something you build daily through your actions, your words, and your choices. It's about living in alignment with your highest values and making decisions that reflect who you are at your core. It's about understanding that every moment is an opportunity to create something meaningful, something that outlives you. When you live with purpose, you begin to see the world differently. You start to see every challenge as a chance to grow, every setback as a lesson, and every person you meet as someone you can positively impact. Your legacy isn't something you wait for, it's something you create in every single moment by living intentionally, making a difference, and inspiring others to do the same. Your purpose and legacy are intertwined. They both serve as a guiding force, leading you to make choices that elevate your life and the lives of those around you. When you live with purpose, you create a legacy of impact, one that echoes through generations. Now is the time to take action. The future you desire, the life you dream of, the person you're meant to become, it's all within your reach. But it starts with you. You must commit to the journey, face the challenges head on, and embrace the grind with everything you've got. You must decide that you are willing to sacrifice today for the extraordinary tomorrow you deserve. It's not always going to be easy, and there will be moments where it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But remember, you have the power to turn those moments into stepping stones. When you decide to shift your mindset, embrace discipline over motivation, and harness the power of momentum, nothing can stop you. When you live with clarity and focus, and when you build resilience in your body and mind, you will thrive. And when you dedicate yourself to living with purpose, the legacy you leave behind will be a testament to the greatness you've created. You were not born to live a mediocre life. You were born to create, to impact, to leave a mark on this world. The time is now. This is your moment. Stand tall, embrace your power, and take the first step toward the life you're destined to live. Your future starts today, and it's waiting for you to step into it with all the strength, focus, and determination you've got. The world is ready for you to show up as the person you were meant to be. So go out and claim it, because nothing is impossible when you commit to your vision, your purpose, and your legacy.